I guess it will be easier.
Let's share the screen.
Can you see my screen, right?
I see your screen, and I believe everyone else see your screen. By the way, someone was asking, I don't know if it's relevant, why your token created in BNB chain. Is it your Citadel token you have, or someone
Yeah,
just mixing up?
we do have Citadel One token. It's basically, we continuous airdrop for those who support our platform, support
Mm-hmm.
our validators. That's something, people start to do right now. Yeah, so it was a business decision mainly because the contracts were written in Ethereum, and it's just nonsense to have, a airdrop token. It's not in a sense, it's not an airdrop token, but in a sense, people need to claim it from time to time, and it doesn't make sense to me like to launch it on Ethereum. So we transition as fast as possible to BSC, and we do have plans to launch on like Cosmos, but still in negotiations because the markets have been down, and we need to make the moves accordingly. So that's something we've been thinking about for sure, but the business decision was to launch on BNB. It's a huge bottleneck for everything, especially for our inter-platform use cases. That's possible. I'll tell you about that. So yeah, basically we started off as just a stake and service, and we understood that it's like the experience with different interfaces cross-chain is enormously bad. So basically, back in the days, we integrated Tezos, like IOST, like Icon, every network we validated into a simple and non-custodial cross-chain multifunctional UX to track the portfolio and everything. And then when we got exposed to Cosmos later on, we decided that we need to to transform it into something like ecosystem platform to basically empower various kinds of crypto use cases so people can have it right away. So for example, like you can stake with Citadel One just on the same platform, not even leaving it. See, it's Kepler, so you can basically integrate import any kind of wallet. You can connect your MetaMask, or Kepler, or Ledger, or any existing address, create address, or whatever, and then you can manage everything. And so when you're like,
Can I stop you for a moment?
yeah,
Just like,
sure.
because I have questions, like if some people is angry that I'm stopping you, it's okay. So if I use Kepler,
Yeah,
I can connect to application Citadel,
yeah.
because let's say I'm annoyed switching between the networks.
Hmm.
So I can connect to Citadel, and I
Yeah,
can have everything quickly, so I can quickly vote and check all my different networks. Is it correct?
you sure do. So yeah, basically,
So
mhm.
so it's not that it's your own wallet. You can integrate other wallets with your, yeah.
I mean, no, it's a bit different. So we have our
Mm-hmm.
own platform, and we're just like wallet agnostic, so we can use
Mm-hmm.
any kind of wallet you prefer to. You can also just import the seed phrase directly to get the address, or you can connect your Kepler, MetaMask, your Ledger, Trezor device, and get the access to the functionality we provide.
Mm-hmm.
So and then you can just stake, send. We also have like IBC send functionality, so you can just easily switch between networks. You don't even need to worry about channel registry or whatever. It will be automatically set for you. So see, I have some cash, and it will be we can easily send money across your wallet. And also, what we have is advanced transaction tracking. We mark transactions for you to get the benefit of your portfolio, and it will be very easy for you to export
Mm-hmm.
transaction for some tax purposes. And also, we show all the IBC assets, and for secret networking SNP20 assets. Also, we have this functionality, and for Juno, we'll be having CV20s, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just the wallet level. That's nothing. I mean, it's not very impressive, right? Because we have Kepler, we have Cosmos Station. Why that? So what we are trying to focus on is creating a kind of ecosystem of applications that possibly help to empower various kinds of use cases, starting from osmosis. So basically, just the normal swap functionality, liquid pools, everything, superfluid staking, all within one interface. And you can also, if you have various addresses, say you have Kepler or Ledger, you can easily switch between them, and it won't be any problem. I don't know what's going on there.
I
Yeah.
want to say that's really amazing because I still use Kepler to do IBC transactions. It's annoying because I have to do the channels, and um I can tell you, like, I was explaining my friends that are a lot in the Ethereum network, and I was telling them how amazing is that you can exchange assets between
Mhm.
different networks, and they were like, wow, that's really cool. But once I explained them how to do that, they're like, that's not so cool, because you have to put the
Yeah.
channel that you have to, and they don't want that. They just want simple transaction, so you solve that.
Yeah, we do. And actually, I'm very sorry. I guess it's maybe my internet connection that gets lost.
It's
Um,
fine. It happens all the time. This is the live
yeah.
chat. I mean,
When
like,
you need to figure out and show people what
hmm
you're like working on, it's always like that. So something
hmm
doesn't work, and yeah.
it's really cool.
Um,
I will be using your app. Um,
you should check it out. So see, I can try to to show you the liquid pools. Maybe that will be
mhm.
loading.
But
Um,
can I ask you, because it requires email, right? If I go to the application, why cannot I cannot log in with my wallet?
See, this is what we're working on. So we'll be providing Web3 login like this
Hmm
coming month, I guess. So we've been working on this for sure because that will be like an easier way to get on board it. Anyways, I'm not sure what's going on here, but let me show you Steve chain maybe. So what will be solved in this way, like why just you providing
hmm
email. It's actually, you can provide an anonymous email. We even prepared the guide on how to set up, this anonymous mail service, or you can use just, some trash
hmm
email. You don't need to use your personal one. Of course, it's nothing of a personal data actually. So, but why we started to gather that information initially is to, for you to easily switch between web wallet, like mobile wallet, because it's always a huge pain to add addresses one by one again and again if you switch between various platforms, and it just like it makes it way easier to keep the account and everything. On a side note, as soon as we are launching this kind of ecosystem of application, you're pretty much aware of that. Web3 notification system is non-existent in the way we need it to exist,
hmm
and so there is a huge lack of communication between the developer and the user. And thus, like by email, see like your validator went down. You received the,
hmm
just
hmm
your validator was slashed. You receive a, quick note. Hey, bro, you need to delegate as soon as possible or you will be losing your money. And also see if these some specific applications like liquidation is approaching, or
hmm
this contract was like drained, nomad was hacked, or whatever. You'll be able to receive direct notification to see if you're like affected. And on a
So
side
for
note,
that you need, sorry, for that you need email, right? You said that
yes,
the
you
email
just
would
like
be
to keep the
useful.
connection, right? Because in
Yeah.
mobile version, you have this, just push notification if you enable those. It's
hmm
easier, but when it's
hmm
like web based, it's just nonsense.
Yeah.
And so
That's very valid point. Sorry to stop
yeah.
you. Let we can give some time to the website. Like, the reason why I like wallet connection, it's not that I hate on web 2, because I'm so public, there is nothing for me, right? Like, I don't care about sharing my email. I have so many accounts, everything else, and so many subscriptions that now I can't even cancel my credit card bills because I don't know where. The reason for that is, I think all of us struggle with that. The reason for that is it's quite convenient to connect the wallet and be logged in without creating the password, right? So just
Yeah.
convenience. The one thing that Web3 does okay is the connection of the wallet. It's faster. So, but with the notifications, would it be possible that maybe you and your team would use some other application for notification? So, for my validator, I have the bot on the Telegram. Is
Mhm.
it possible to integrate it with the application, some application to receive notifications, or even have your
Uh,
native application?
it sure is possible, but we just
Hmm.
like, we're looking for, because see the when it's just a validator, and if it's our validator, it's pretty easy, right? And we also have a
Hmm.
public channels, and if something's wrong, we'll always share
Hmm.
about that. But when it comes to like heterogeneous applications on chain that you have within your platform, so
Hmm.
say something's wrong with application X, and it's not necessarily integrated with the, because for that you will have to share like the private information, like your address is associated with that app, and it's been
Hmm.
like some transactions, or like we're going through this specific applications, and then it's integrated with this third party, which is like, it makes additional, information disclosure that it's not very necessary. Meanwhile, we just, we can just send it out to you directly to your
Hmm.
email. And just, I mean, we will sure provide web-free login for those who are not looking to expose any kind of information about themselves, because we figure out when on custodial, like why would we, request the email.
Hmm.
But in any case, you need to understand that you can use like private email, Proton mail, or you can use junk mail if it's not very, convenient to you. But
Hmm.
yeah, we do have some, we do have some specific functionality, like on the privacy level. For example, we have this, SNP 20 tokens for secret. And yeah, so some secret community was just like very shocked with us that we require email, but we have some reasons to do so. But definitely, yeah, giving options is something we're looking for. So yeah. So email's been a huge topic. It's been a point of discussion for sure. Yeah.
Oh, is
So
it
I
like
got, yeah.
is it your account you are using that you have like 500K?
Why you ask?
No, it's just like you sharing it public.
I
I
mean, you cannot see like the specific addresses in any case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See, it's just a test account. So, anyways,
Just a test. She has other one with 500 mils.
yeah. So, anyways, so you have like we have a osmosis here, so full
Hmm.
functionality just packed, and it's been also, in redesign, so it will look slightly different. So see all the IBC assets like the swaps is super easy. Well, for some specific networks, we'll also provide optimized routing. So that's something we've been working on even before the main osmosis team was working on it. So to proceed with, the optimal way to swap assets. Anyways, so you can switch between addresses easily, and then you can just, add some liquidity liquid pools, track your own pools. Also, there is
Hmm.
a superfluid staking for some of them already integrated. The assets page, just, everything in place. Also, the easy liquidity management over
Hmm.
here. So, and this is just for, for osmosis. It will be redesigned as Safe Chain is, for example. It's just like newly launched application. So same here. We also provide some guides for newbies to get onboarded to various applications to let them know more about use cases. Also like assets page, swap page, pools, everything is the same. And the address management. Very cool. I love that.
I must say I didn't know you offer that much, and
Yes,
like
I
I'm
know. This
impressed
is the thing. This is
because
the thing. Yeah.
this is so cool because you integrated Sieve chain swap
Yeah.
with better interface than Sieve chain. Because
Oh, yeah.
like many people complain about Sieve chain that side. So people can use Sieve chain if they use Citadel and they will avoid all of this maybe weird interface that is there like many people complain about user experience, and that's really cool. And you can also use a small Uniswap, so like I
Yeah,
can
I
integrate
thought
my
so.
MetaMask, right?
Yeah, MetaMask, Ledger, whatever works for you, and you can also use
Amazing.
multiple addresses. And see, in future, what I was talking about, we can actually connect those. So what Rango does is basically connecting various kinds of ecosystems, but you need to connect each and every wallet and then have the money for commission. And what we are trying to solve is actually to provide it like as seamless as possible, and possibly also integrate. Xcity in those. So say we
Mhm.
have like Xcity pool with some like with some token, and we can actually swap it for commission. So it will be very easy. What should I show? Also, our restake.
Oh, you have auto-restake,
Yes.
restake.
See, like
And
this
is
is
it
the problem.
integrating the sorry, is it integrating the restake app by EcoStake or you have your
No,
own?
no, we have
Your
our own. Yes, we have our own.
can, can you show me that on Cosmos? How I
Yeah,
do it?
I'm trying
But
to load that one.
yeah.
It's been loaded.
Um what's wrong with your like because everything is quite good. I wonder what's the catch? What's the downside of using your app?
I have no
Like
idea how to, how to catch Cosmos savvy people, because see, like people are
mhm,
always like, wow, you're doing a great job. Oh my God, that's so cool. How
yeah.
do we like, and they never know about us before I come and talk to them, like to talk to their face about this. So this actually is pretty cool because we cover transaction fees on our own. For example, let me show
So
you like Smarties.
So the crypto warrior once again, why we need to sign up? Can you offer like no sign up option? Like, but like we were talking about this just now, just with the wallet. It will be soon, right?
Yeah,
Will
it
be.
will be it will be available. Yeah, that's a the requested, highly requested feature. So
Hmm.
see, let me just a bit like show you a bit more about Restake itself. So for example, you have some like some assets integrated into Citadel One. You have some addresses, and they are all like depicted there. And there you can go to, you just need to switch the toggle. See, this address is probably Ledger one, so you're not allowed to turn on this module for Ledger addresses for
Hmm.
now, because of the, it's still the 0.46 SDK, Cosmos SDK update is to come. So it's also coming like pretty shortly. So soon we'll be able to provide this opportunity for Ledger users. But as for now, we have this, this auto restaking thing, and you can choose the minimal amount to restake, and it will be restaked for each and every validator you're having. So it's not like we are just trying
Wow.
to aggregate, it's not how we're trying to aggregate the stake for this. So we're basically restaking for each and every validator, and the best thing is that we cover the transaction fees on our own, so you're basically saving using auto restaking.
So I should stop offering auto restake myself because I pay the fees, and I should just
Um,
direct the people who delegate to me. Like, because I wanted to ask you a question. Hey, is this restake option only for people who stake with Citadel? But you say no, it's for. So if
See,
someone stakes with Don Kryptonium,
it's
they can do
enabled.
it, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah, you
with
can do
Don
it.
whoever, and they don't have to go with them because although I love what EcoStake is doing and they restake app, it's not great user experience. The graphic is very 90s, maybe 2005 at best. But yeah, like I love what you do, and I can tell you I'm not using because I have like plenty wallets, right, with small
Yeah,
amounts,
I do too. I
and
mean,
I don't use restake because I tell you what's the problem with the restake. It restake in like um every like twice a day or something, even the small amount, and I hate to restake the small amount because I have this like OTC, right? I don't like unequal number. So but so I in here I can just set up that I want at least half of the atom be restaked, and after a few days when the atom accumulate it will restake on your app, right?
yeah, so you can choose the minimum amount like as you wish. So, but we'll be
Hmm.
still covering, the fees and everything. So let me just, and when you add specific validator, let's say you redelegated, right? So you need to revoke the all restaking, to revoke to all restaking and just turn it again. so that the rights to restake are provided for all validators. For example, see, I have this test account and I do think I have something. So yeah, so it's not restake right now, but if I update that one,
Yeah, so Nikita was asking the same what I just asked. It's not
see,
restake based. You Wow, nice. And as you said, it's not restake based. You have your own, is your own software or you borrow that?
so we just it's just like we integrated the module, so it's our own thing actually. Yeah.
Hmm. And so some people say that there is a risk that you allow validator to sign on your behalf. Is there any risk or no?
I mean, if you provide the so see, like if you enable restaking, you're providing validator with the opportunity to sign on your behalf. But it's like
Hmm.
it's only for the staking transaction though.
Hmm.
So it's just like to claim and
Yeah.
restake rewards.
Can you tell me, do you offer Onomic as well or not?
On Nomic, not for now because we don't
Yeah.
have Nomic integrated. So I've been in touch with this Mapum
Hmm.
guy for some time, but still we haven't integrated that one yet. But once it's live on Citadel, it will be surely live. I mean,
Hmm.
in our
So
restake.
I.
Because see, recently we've also started working on Injective. We didn't know they enabled this
Mhm.
module. I have multiple addresses. Like without Citadel, I won't be able to, to manage that because we also have, sub portfolios, like,
Mhm.
to manage and everything. And Elias
Right.
says, see, like Cosmos Ledger. How would I know if they're just like some gibberish?
Wait, this is the addresses list is just the different chains or is actual different wallets?
It's actual different wallets. Yeah. Sorry for
You
me.
saving my life. Like, you know how annoying is that when I go through my 20 Kepler wallets every single time? I
Yeah.
mean, so
See,
like
you
this
can
is actually
create lists.
lifesaver.
You can create lists. You can name it. I don't know. Don't click on it.
Yeah. Like I'm really you shocked me. It's
And I can choose like anything, like enable
Yeah,
here, and it
that's
will be,
amazing.
a whole different thing. We also have this. Rewards tracking chart, and this one is under maintenance, so it's basically the
Hmm.
portfolio performance. But with this market conditions, oh my god, that's for the best. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, you can track the portfolio, but I mean, it's not our like core
Yeah.
functionality, but we're trying to to provide the asset management solution as well.
Yeah, that's I'm actually gonna do separate video on your application because it's very cool. Like, so I will make sure I will make video on that because I didn't expect that. I must say I never looked into your app because I didn't offer that much. But there is one concern. So because we import the seed phrase, right? And people are concerned, is there any security breach, any danger that could be with integrating the wallet with your application?
No, we don't store anything, so it's stored locally on the user's on the user's device. But if you're carry for security, you basically need to to use Ledger, right? So if it's a
Hmm.
it's a whale, he's never gonna use the mobile application. So it's
Hmm.
Ledger, and it's like the device you
Hmm.
can sign your transaction with, and no one can
Hmm.
actually if you're not exposing your seed phrase with Ledger, you're pretty much safe, I
Hmm.
guess. And when you connect your Kepler, it's still the same. So it's still on behalf of Kepler. You sign the transaction with the Kepler pop-up. So, but if you're so worried, you can avoid creation of seed phrase within Citadel One or importing anything. But just for your information, we're non-custodial, so we don't store anything.
Hmm.
And we also do some due diligence on this. We also provide some some transparency information, and plus on a side note, we are planning on auditing the additional auditing on the
Hmm.
platform. So this is what I wanted to show you. This is the Cosmos governance. It's my favorite application actually because the Cosmos has the the cool opportunity for users to vote on various on various chains and various proposals to shape the network. So actually, we integrated currently only 3 networks, but we're planning on expanding this one so we can just vote right away. Yeah, so I don't know what's not loading, but
It's
happens.
okay, don't worry. Like everyone knows that we do it live, which
Yeah,
is
it
nice and
happens.
authentic. But those things happens. I was considering because I do offer restake, but it fails a lot because I
Yeah,
use one server, and for some validators on the bottom, seriously, like adding another server is like expense and I
yeah,
think maybe it's better to actually direct people to your application than than spending money on a new server. But what I can't really understand is really like why I I love Restake. It's great development because it's one team and you should encourage these people. But why Restake got so popular, but no one knows about your application? Like seriously, and it would save a lot of time to many people.
I know. And this is, see, like, I think us coming from another ecosystem in the very beginning, because
Mhm.
we were never Cosmos only application, actually, I guess limits us from some
Mhm.
causes opportunities in a sense. And we have very like heterogeneous audience in general, and we try to get exposed to the community. We have a lot of like partnerships within the Cosmos ecosystem, but I guess like it comes, so we see the significant growth like of the user base, especially for the Cosmos
Mhm.
chains, but it just like it has time to arrive, I guess. And that's why I'm just trying to do my best to contribute to that awareness.
Mhm.
And I mean, we've been trying to be focused on the product, and I guess that's why we missed some tech savvy Cosmos people in the very beginning, and now no one knows about that. But
Yeah.
when they discover, they're actually pretty much surprised. Especially, we're like a free server. We don't like we
Mhm.
don't charge any additional fees for transaction or whatever.
Mhm.
And another cool thing I'll just mention a bit later. It's just like the validated constitution. It's been on a forum of Cosmos for
I,
discussions.
I,
It
I will
just
I will tell you, just make the wallet integration your priority. Like
Yeah,
I think then people will start using. So like when could we expect the wallet, like that we can just connect with the wallet without skipping
yeah.
the email?
No, we're working on this, so we'll definitely
Mhm.
cover that one like in closest
Mhm.
period. So yeah,
I-
and
Is your
another
is your app code, sorry, is your app code open source or not?
partially, yes. So we
Mhm.
we do open source some parts, especially in terms of the application, and that actually brings us to another part of the of Citadel, which is a dev standard that is going to be launched in autumn, like this fall,
Mhm.
basically. So we'll be providing SDK for outside developers to actually get involved with Citadel to get the user experience for their specific projects, so that they can with all the dev tools provided by us, they will be able to focus on, solving the business problem actually. And so we'll be onboarding more and more use cases. So teams will be able to work on our UI kit with our like toolkit and everything to get this integrated with all the address logic on our side and with some, additional guidelines. And we do hope to expand it, and especially to provide, good tools for the developer community, which is also kind of, missing.
Mhm.
And it actually touches upon this Juno application for smart contract testing I was posting about in my Twitter. So it will be actually, an opportunity for developers to test smart contracts on Juno
Mhm.
right away. Also, with all kinds of calls and everything. I can even maybe share some mockups.
So this is the two because you said the CW will be visible
Yeah,
on the wallets, the
yeah.
tokens, and I thought that this is the news for Juno community,
No, it's
but
it's just
no,
like it's been in plans, but this is an app specifically. It won't
but
be
then
public for users. It will be
mhm,
public on a separate domain, I guess, for the
right,
developers specifically.
mhm.
But see, like during the Juno hack, like Juno hack, right? It's a hackathon.
Exploit, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
So, for example, they will be able to test Juno contracts right away, but it's
Hmm.
generally like beneficial to the ecosystem, I
Hmm.
guess. So, yeah.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I'm pretty sure the whole Juno community and developer community would really appreciate that. Can ask you, because you said we will be able to view the CW tokens, which is still quite annoying because the mint scan doesn't really. I love
Yeah, I
what
know.
mint scan is doing, but it's to be honest, even though Etherscan looks kind of wrong, Etherscan is like much better for me. um and I wonder if, because no one in Cosmos, I don't know why, work on the full breakdown of the existing wallet. So if I want to know who are the whales of the certain project, I can go to Etherscan and I can view all the wallet list. Would it be possible that you could do something like this, like the Etherscan, so we can view all the addresses and feed our curiosity with that?
I don't think so because our focus
Hmm.
is still to be like a platform. I mean, I can see like an application like this being launched, like on the
Hmm.
application section, just for aggregation of all
Hmm.
addresses per network. But that's not something we are looking forward to
Okay.
integrate directly because
Hmm.
still we're not like explorer, despite the fact we have the transaction in place, like all the necessary
Hmm.
things you need to know. We have also some kind of information
Hmm.
stuff, but not like if you need to watch price you can do that, but if you need more detailed information on the transaction itself, you need to to implement
Hmm.
that on explorer level, as well as this ranking list of addresses. So, but yeah.
Hmm. I
uh,
understand.
the Jonas CV20s, like the implementation itself, will be like for SNP 20s, for example. I don't have
Hmm.
viewing keys for these ones, but let me show
Hmm.
you an item as well. So they will be available in the assets itself. So they will be appearing as as assets
Hmm.
under Juno address actually. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's the sub tokens which are truly willing to provide. And back in today's, I was also talking to someone from Juno, and we also building this Web3 extension actually. So it will be cross-chain, so it will connect the functionality of MetaMask and Kepler, and they will also have this mask functionality. So our application is to be called when you need to call Kepler, for example. It will be like a
Hmm.
mask. But and they wanted to have this good experience for CO20 tokens, and I do think we'll be able to provide that as well when we get it to the main web platform. So
Hmm.
yeah, just the time and developer resources we need. So it just has been our roadmap anyways.
How many people work for